Your rent went up. Your groceries went up. Your electricity, your insurance, your morning coffee, all of it up. And your salary? It basically stood still. So you're working just as hard as last year, maybe harder, and somehow you have less to show for it. You are not imagining this, and you are not bad with money. Money itself is quietly losing value, while everyone around you pretends everything's fine. But here's the part almost nobody says out loud. The wealthy are not afraid of this. They're using it. Right now, while most people just complain about prices, a small group is quietly getting richer because of the exact thing that's squeezing everyone else. So, in the next few minutes, I'll show you why everything feels so expensive, the trap that's silently making it worse for you, and the one simple move the wealthy make that you can copy starting today. Let's start with what's actually happening under the hood, in plain language, because once you see it, you can't look away. Every single year, the money in your pocket buys a little less than it did the year before. Economists call it inflation. You feel it as, why is everything more expensive than I remember? Most years, it creeps so slowly you barely register it. But when it speeds up, it's brutal. The same cart of groceries, the same tank of gas, the same rent, all quietly climbing. And unless your income jumps by the exact same amount, you're getting poorer while doing absolutely nothing wrong. Let me make it real with one number. If prices rise even a modest amount each year, the cash you're holding can lose roughly a third of its buying power. Over a single decade. A third. Just sitting there. You didn't spend it. You didn't lose it. You didn't make a mistake. And a third of it quietly evaporated anyway. And that leads straight into the trap, the one that feels responsible, which is exactly what makes it so dangerous. People get scared by rising prices, so they do the thing they were always told was smart. They save. They pile money into a bank account and feel safe behind that slowly growing number. But that number is lying to your face. Cash sitting still doesn't hold its value. It bleeds it, silently, every year, while the price of everything it could buy keeps climbing past it. You feel responsible. You feel cautious. You feel like the careful one. And the entire time, you're sliding backwards in slow motion. And your bank statement will never once warn you it's happening. That's the cruelty of it. The loss is real, but it's invisible, so it never trips the alarm. So what do the wealthy do instead? And I promise, this is simpler than the finance world wants you to believe. They keep it complicated on purpose, so you feel like you need them. They don't hold cash. They hold things that rise when prices rise. Ownership, pieces of real businesses, broad funds that track the entire market, assets that climbs right alongside the cost of everything else, so that inflation, instead of eating them alive, actually carries them upward. Here's the uncomfortable truth hiding in plain sight. Inflation is a quiet transfer of wealth, out of the pockets of the people holding cash and into the pockets of the people holding assets. Every single year, money moves from the savers to the owners. You haven't been losing a random game. You've been standing on the wrong side of a transfer nobody explained to you. Now, I can already hear the objection, because I had it too. But investing is risky. That's basically gambling. I get why it feels that way. But let me reframe it, because this one belief keeps good, hardworking people poor their whole lives. Doing nothing is not safe. Holding all your money in cash during inflation is a guaranteed slow, certain loss. That's the actual risk. It's just invisible, so it doesn't feel like one. And buying a broad slice of the market? That's not betting on one company or one lucky guess. It's owning a tiny piece of the whole economy, thousands of businesses at once, and letting it grow over time, the way it has for generations. The real gamble is sitting on the sidelines while your money shrinks and calling that safe. And here's the genuinely good news, the part the old world kept locked away from ordinary people. You do not need to be rich to own. No broker in a suit, no intimidating minimum, no charts to decode. Today, you can buy a slice of the entire market for about the price of one lunch. The app I personally use to do exactly that is linked below. I opened the account and made my first move in roughly 10 minutes. From my phone, with a tiny amount, just to break the seal and start. So let me hand you the actual playbook, the same one the people pulling ahead quietly run. 4 steps. First, before you spend on anything else, take a slice of every paycheck and move it out of reach. Pay yourself first, not whatever's left at the end of the month, because we both know there's never anything left. Second, turn that slice into ownership, not idle cash rotting in a bank. Third, automate it, so it happens every month whether you remember or feel like it or not, because willpower fails and automation doesn't. And fourth, the most important one, start now, in small amounts, because the real engine here is time. Money put to work today quietly multiplies in the background for years, and the people who keep waiting for the perfect moment pay the steepest price of all, a decade of compounding they can never get back. Quick, important note. This is education, not financial advice. It's your money and your decision, always. But if this is the first time the whole "I'm working harder and somehow falling behind" feeling actually made sense to you, subscribe. Because the next video breaks down exactly where to put your first $100 so it actually grows. And the answer is simpler and far less scary than the internet makes it sound. I'll see you there.